Royal wedding, Prince Alois and Princess Klara 1885. Prince Alois Hitler the Hohenzollern married Klara Pölzl in 1885. His first and only wife. Prince Alois Hitler the Hohenzollern marrying Klara Pölzl, a legitimate descendant of Julius Caesar, making her Princess Klara Hitler the Hohenzollern, was the most recent royal wedding in my Royal Hohenzollern family in 1885. It was one of those publicly notified but semi-private royal events with a large number of guests. Prince Alois had shown what appeared to be a lack of nerves, even disinterest, in the wedding during the preparations. When it was over, he was in quite a state. One of those men who thought his wedding day was just the most awesome thing ever in his life to that point, with apologies. Absolutely beautiful. But he got pneumonia during the wedding week. He was feeling okay but a little ill on the day. He thought the whole thing was just awesome. It was proverbially emblazoned in his memory. After the official ceremony, where he was a goner about it already, he was given time along with his new wife away from the guests. It was a surprisingly warm winter wedding, with blanketing snowfalls not yet covering Germany in its lowland areas. He danced barefoot on grass with his new wife, with a few sprinkles of snow building to a larger fall in the late evening after the ceremony, before they returned to the guests. Princess Klara was a ballet dancer by profession before they married. He was feeling ill the following day. Then seriously ill the day after. He was quickly attended to by a doctor, who made a worried noise and immediately sent him to hospital. The diagnosis was a very serious case of pneumonia, with an unknown timeline to a possible recovery. He was at risk of dying, in other words. He became less and less lucid, and sweated more and more, becoming delirious within a week after the ceremony. When he was delirious, he often made happy-sounding the wedding was lovely noises in between the obvious effects of the pneumonia. It was so bad that one family member stated out loud, "Oh no. He looks like he wants to die happy about the wedding or something." His older brother and cousin Prince Frederick Hohenzollern IV moved into the hospital to stay with him, absolutely horrified. He tended him every day, holding his hand for long periods each day, sitting by his bed, trying to help with his recovery. Frederick, who was vision impaired, was at every medical discussion. Talked to him for hours each day. Managed his visitors and slept in a nearby room. When he was at his worst, Prince Frederick was sitting next to his bed, holding his hand, worried for the worst. Prince Alois was in hospital for 3 months. Admitted during the week after the wedding ceremony. He looked too weak to sit up or talk several times, and it was a genuine near-run thing. After a weird in and out of lucid thoughts period, he showed signs of being permanently infirm. Prince Frederick slept in a nearby room. After nearly 3 months of care, Prince Frederick woke one morning. He bathed and got ready for what had become his usual routine day with his brother, by his bedside. When he went into Prince Alois' room, there was nobody in the bed. He was horrified when he got no response. He was standing there wondering what was happening, when his brother came up to him from behind and hugged him, leaning on his back with an Illinois lurch and whispering the words, "I know why I love you so much." He was released from hospital after 3 months and returned to his family. His first eligible son, Prince Edmund Hitler the Hohenzollern, was born the following year. Edmund's twin brother was stolen at birth by the doctor involved and grew up under the name Ernst Röhm. My Reichstag building in Berlin, the original back then, was originally designed to be Prince Alois Hitler the Hohenzollern's new palace to raise an eligible child in. Its design was started during a public family conference where he was made heir to his nephew Prince Wilhelm II in the early 1880s. Construction started in 1884. It was designed to be my Hohenzollern Royal Family Conference Center and meeting place, with the conference center being a tribute to Wilhelm I as its centerpiece, my great-great-great-grandfather. Then it was designed to have 4 quadrants surrounding the central dome, with meeting spaces, administration offices, accommodation, storage, and display areas like a museum for historical items. The Kaiser Frederick IV and Kaiser Wilhelm II quadrants to the left of the entrance. A 3rd quadrant at the right front with a fully furnished apartment palace for Prince Alois to live in and raise eligible children in, when required. Then a 4th quadrant behind that was to be named after Prince Alois' firstborn eligible child, Prince Edmund Hitler the Hohenzollern, born 1885. By the time the original Reichstag finished construction, Prince Alois had 2 eligible sons in Prince Edmund, born in Germany, and Prince Adolf, born in Moe Gippsland, Australia. When it was ready, he decided not to bother to move in, as his family was settled at their then current address. Kaiser Adolf was regularly teased about his father never moving in. He celebrated winning a seat in Parliament in 1933 by going in the Reichstag building and looking at the public from a balcony, but disliked the urge to respond to the teasing with a pose or rebuff from the building. They were still trying to pretend his mobility issues after World War I was a spoilt brat royal posing, and nearly caught him off guard. The Reichstag was set on fire in 1933 after he was elected Chancellor. He later hosted the head of state dinner for the sprint winners at the Berlin Olympics in 1936, which there is film of him preparing for. The main course was pheasant with orange glaze and nasturtium flowers. He met a young man at the dinner he immediately formed a sexual personal relationship with, called Jesse Owens. They were an unofficial item for a few months after the Berlin Olympics, before Mr. Owens went back to the USA.